Hi guys, I'm here with a new video for beginners. Today we're going to draw a simple dock from ancient times. After you draw this, you'll really understand one-point perspective. Then, you'll be able to draw any structure with complete and accurate depth. Are you ready to face your fear of one-point perspective? Alright, let's do this. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.